Well, a statue of Abraham Lincoln that stood in Portland for nearly 100 years before being torn down in 2020 is set to return.
John Adams is live from the South Park blocks where that statue was located. John, what did you find out today?
Yeah, Stephanie and Tim, it's been nearly 5 years since the statue of the 16th president that stood right behind my shoulder here was torn down during the 2020 protests. But now the city of Portland says it will be returning in early 2026. A trio of presidential statues that stood in the Rose City for a century are set to return to the public eye. Between June and October of 2020, statues of George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, and Theodore Roosevelt were toppled by protesters. After spending almost a year being repaired, the Lincoln statue will be reinstalled in early 2026.
We now have the piece in the city's possession. It's restored.
Darian Jones, assistant director of the Office of Arts and Culture, says the Lincoln statue will be adorned with new signage, further contextualizing the 16th president's role in American history. Local historians are currently working on what that signage will say.
We're going to take that research and pair it with our artists and really selecting the text that appears on the new contextual elements.
The Theodore Roosevelt statue, which sustained $270,000 in damage, will also be returning to its location on the South Park blocks. Jones tells us the repair work for the Roosevelt and Washington statues will likely begin in a few months. A committee is working on a new permanent location for the Washington statue, which was housed on private property in Northeast Portland. Jones says after years of engagement, which included a series of community meetings where opinions could be heard, it was clear Portlanders wanted these statues to return.
These monuments mean different things to different community members, and above all, what folks really want is more conversation and engagement with history.
Well, Jones tells us the city of Portland has spent about $20,000 on the restoration of the Abraham Lincoln statue because the city also received an insurance claim payout when that statue and the others were toppled in 2020. But that does not include the cost of what it's going to take to refurbish the base of the statue where the Abraham Lincoln statue will sit. Tim, Stephanie, back to you.
All right, John Adams reporting for us there. Thank you so much for the update.